I still have that ammonia jar. I just left it there and just forgot about it and really worked on myself. And that's where the real magic happened. Just like magic, I'm attracted. I get everything I want 'cause I attract. Hello, Divine Ones. Minister Ashley here. Today's topic is about ammonia jars, my experience with an ammonia jar, how I used it and the results, and how you can use it to banish or repel negative energy or even people. So I'm going to get right into this video. As you guys know, that I do like to really dive deep into with the meanings of these spells or rituals that we may be conducting, so that way you can really make the most of your rituals and of your spells and of your life by being really intentional, because you know the true meaning. First, I'm going to start with what an ammonia jar is. So you know what ammonia is. It's like a cleaning agent. Some people use it to clean things. That's pretty much the only, I think that's pretty much all that people use ammonia for. It is a toxic substance, so I don't keep it in my home like to use to clean. However, I did use it in this ritual. Ammonia helps to break down bacteria and kill parasites. So if you think about this on an energetic level, when you're using the ammonia, that you're breaking down some type of barrier, or you're breaking down some type of energy that's being shot your way, or you're breaking a connection to something that you want to rid out of your life. Some people use this, as I did, use it for a specific relationship to help break down that tie and that bond in that relationship, the stronghold in that relationship. You can use this also for energetic parasites. For example, if you have a addiction, you can use it in that regards, as if it is used in the physical world as an agent to combat a parasite or to kill a parasite. You can do this as well in the energetic realms. Now I'm going to tell you about my personal experience with an ammonia jar. I first did this, it's been a couple years ago, at least about 2, possibly 3 years at the most. So it was about 2 to 3 years ago. All I did, and I was using it with this relationship that really had a strong hold on me, and like the person still had power. I could still feel like the power very present within me and my life altogether. Although we were physically separated, the stronghold was still there. So like I would hear, not physically hear the person's voice, but when I would go to make a decision or when I wanted to do something, I would still hear this person's voice like nagging me or telling me that I'm not enough, or telling me that's stupid, or whatever it may have been in that specific situation. So I know that I needed to break that bond. It isn't like a fast fix, it's a gradual process. You have to really allow the process to happen. So I'm going to tell you what I did. Now, this is the process. It's really simple, preferably like a glass jar. As you know, that ammonia is a chemical that can eat through things. So a glass jar, you want to cleanse it physically, then also energetically cleanse it. And just take a piece of paper. It doesn't even have to be parchment paper. And you just want to write down what the situation is, what the person, and if you have the birth date, that's fine, yourself, because you are the person that wants to cut the ties, and your birth date. And you just want to write down, I don't want them to have control over my mind, over my thoughts, and you can list it down. You want to be as detailed as possible, because it's also a cathartic process, but it's also making your intention really clear. You want to fold it away from you about 3 times. So fold it in half, going this way, then turn it, go that way, and then turn it one more time, going that way. And after you have done that, you just place it down inside of the glass jar and fill up the ammonia as much as possible. I would say use like a mason jar, so that way it's airtight and none of the toxic fumes can leak through. And if you like, you can burn a black candle on the top of the jar, but I didn't even do that. That would be like something that I've done with another ammonia jar. But being that I was very young in my practice, all I did was just do that. I put it in a plastic bag and I just set it somewhere dark and I just let it be. And every once in a while I would go check on it, and the paper started to deteriorate, and that represented the connection and the hold over me being eradicated and dissolving over time. And I noticed that this is a note for any type of ritual or magic that you're working, that it pairs with physical action. So it's not just like I'm just doing this and I'm not going to take any action. The action is in the ritual, but however, that helps to program your subconscious mind to take the necessary steps to manifest. As that was happening and it was deteriorating, I was also taking steps on realizing my part in the relationship, and also the things I did not like, and not tolerating those types of behaviors anymore. I also changed my mindset about the connection. I worked on myself internally, building healthy boundaries and sticking to those boundaries. And that process, as I was doing the ritual, helped to really prime me to receive new information on my role in the situation, because that's very important, as everything has an opposite. Remember the law of polarity. Everything has an equal or opposite. Okay, it's an equal to opposite. So that opposite can be 80-20 or it can be 50-50. So you have to realize that you always have a part that is played out in your physical reality, regardless of what it is, a relationship, finances, whatever. You're the central character, and you always are playing a part in your own life. So I realized my part that I was playing, and I wanted to change the role that I was playing. Instead of playing the sidekick in my own life, I decided to become the lead character in my life. And that's what I had to do. I had to go from secondary character to main character. And that required for me to do some internal work. And this process, it really does work. But be prepared to also face any truths that may come to the forefront that you have to face about yourself. I still have that ammonia jar. I just left it there and just forgot about it and really worked on myself. And that's where the real magic happened. And you can go every so often and shake it up, or just leave it in a dark corner, somewhere where, of course, no kids or animals can get to, and you can just leave it. You only want to list the things that you want to get rid of, because it's eating away at those things. So if you're putting something that you want to happen, or the things that you like in the relationship, or your finances, or whatever you may be using this technique for, it's going to eat away at that. So you want to put the negative things that you want to get rid of. I haven't checked on this in like a long time. It could have even been like, I know, about 8 to 12 months. I haven't checked on it, and that's perfectly fine, because I've been seeing results. Ever since I started it, I start seeing results, and the results are continuously building and becoming better, and that's good for me. And if you're doing it, good for you. You can go and shake it up every so often. You can go and burn a candle on top of it, preferably a black or red candle. You can schedule it out during a time that you feel is necessary, that is good for you. And as you're burning the candle, you can journal about it. You can journal about the things, the progress that you have seen. And you can make this an ongoing building ritual that will also help to pair, once again, the conscious mind with the subconscious. People bury like small jars in the back of their yard. I live in a neighborhood, okay? And I don't have like my own specific yard, so I don't feel comfortable with that. And even still, I just think it's toxic for the environment. So therefore, I don't feel comfortable with that. But what I will do, whenever I'm ready to, discard it and it has dissolved enough, I will just flush it down the toilet and just flush it away out of my life altogether. I hope that this video was helpful. Make sure that you do like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. All of that engagement helps this video, this content, this channel to reach more divine individuals that really need to hear this information. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. The shop is currently open as you are watching this, depending on, what month. The shop is open pretty much, but like with the oils and candles and all of that other stuff, it is open now, so you can go ahead and shop. my Etsy or either my website. The ebook, my ebook, that is, depending on when you're watching this, converted to a paperback. Check out my mother channel, FD 1111 Ministries. There I post a lot about symbolism, biblical decodings, and ascended Bible studies over there, and other magical stuff too. I can't help but to be like occulty. That's just my personality. So I thank you guys for tuning in. I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.